Hello Embertone fans, this is Alex Davis, and today we'll be talking about the Fischer Viola. I am so excited to share this thing with you. This instrument was 2 years in the making, and what we came out with, what I think is one of the most expressive instruments, one of the most expressive versatile instruments that you can get. So let's jump right into it. I'll play a little bit just so you can hear it right away. One thing that makes this instrument really expressive is that there are two discrete dynamic layers, and that was not a small feat. We recorded Christopher playing about 1,500 legato samples at that quiet, wispy sort of sound. And then also about 1,500 samples going. And then we carefully lined those samples up, one at a time, and with the help of an amazing audio editor, we were able to lock phase between those dynamic layers. And so what really happens is that the timbral characteristics morph one into the other instead of the phasing that ends up sounding, for the most part, like two discrete instruments at the same time. This is what it sounds like. It's so nice having that whispery, bowy, lower dynamic. It just adds so much to the expression of an instrument, and it gives you so much more control over your melodies and your arrangements. Okay, so it's time to listen to some of these other samples. We recorded a wonderful set of staccatos, 3 dynamics, 4 round robins. So the staccatos in the Fischer Viola, much like the Friedlander violin and Blake's cello, give you a little bit of length control, which is really helpful, especially when it comes to realism. So when you want longer staccatos, and then it gets shorter as you move down. More like spiccato there. Alright, let's listen to those pizzicatos. I think this is 4 dynamics, 4 round robin. The top dynamic is a nice Bartok slap. Tremolos are really nice. There's also color mode, which allows you to move the bow between sul tasto and sul pont. this poly button allows you So Fischer Viola also has, just like the cello and the violin, an ensemble mode, which is a brilliant virtual ensemble. Let's just give it a listen. So you have control over the 8 players here. You could have all 8 playing. What's great about ensemble mode is you can randomize things to your heart's content. So you can change the number of players here. You can change the way it's panned. You can change some humanization options, so like tightness. So the ensemble will be a little bit less together. And the intonation, and you could also randomize the amount of tightness and the amount of intonation. And just so you know, ensemble mode is available with all the different articulations. So let's turn the tightness down a little bit. Has a great sound. I love ensemble mode. Here's what it sounds like with pizzicatos. So much fun to play those. And here's what it sounds like with tremolo. Let's get back to normal mode here. Lots of configuration options. There's a couple of really fun new additions that I wanted to draw your attention to. There's a true legato button. If you don't care for that lag that happens with true legato, you could turn that off and notice that the memory goes down considerably. Went from over a gigabyte to under 100 megabytes. This is what it sounds like without the true legato samples. So to me it sounds a lot different, a lot less realistic. However, if you're using this instrument for staccatos, pizzicatos, tremolos, and for polysustains, and you don't need those legato samples, then you don't have to waste a gigabyte of RAM. You could just press that button. Similarly, there is a speed control button. We have this special speed script that we've been developing over the last few years that takes the samples and crunches them down a little bit when you play faster, and it spreads them out a little bit when you play slower. One consequence of this kind of complicated speed control script is that all of the samples need to be fully loaded into RAM. So if you want to lessen your RAM load, you press the speed control button and you have just cut your RAM in half. And you're not sacrificing sound quality, you're just sacrificing some of that elasticity that comes with the speed control script. Lots of other features here we will explore more in depth in some future walkthrough videos. So I'll end the video with a little bit more improvising, and if you need any more information, head to our website. You can hear demos and get more specs for our instruments. Thanks for watching.